This is a Squiz podcast. We're your shortcut to being informed.
Squiz Kids!
It's your daily news fix. Fun, free, fresh.
Hello and welcome to a very special Squiz Kids Q&A where we asked the questions and the kids of Melbourne answered. I'm Amanda Bauer, and before we get this party started, let's get this party started! Congratulations, Melbourne! Your restrictions have been eased and kids and teachers are back at school. I know from hearing your submissions to My Lockdown Life all week that the biggest things you've missed have been seeing your friends and teachers face to face. On behalf of the rest of Australia, let me say how happy we are that you're all back together again. Phew! And let me also say that it seems that lockdown wasn't all bad. Let's hear what some of you said about the best and worst parts of lockdown this past week.
The best part is going to be my brother and my dad getting me a treat. And the worst part was having to do handwriting sheets. Well, the best was watching Descendants with my sister, and I don't know the worst.
Well, I can easily say the best part is that today's my birthday, so woohoo! Yeah, I'm really excited because I turned 12 today. The worst part, to be honest, was getting out of bed because it's freezing.
It was like the best part, getting to make another new friend, and the worst part, seeing them go.
My favourite part of today was probably I had a quiz on my WebEx meeting, and my favourite one was what has holes that can hold water? A sponge. It has some little holes. And my worst part of today is probably that it's raining because I can't go outside and kick the footy.
The best part of lockdown is when I can eat hot lunches. Today's lunch was chicken curry and rice. Yum!
The best part was basically everything. I really love it and I really want it to keep on going for some reason. I love my learning groups, which I call target groups. I love doing home learning itself, and for the worst part, it's really tricky for me to answer. I have no idea, apart from my brother getting quite angry and sad.
The best part is working with my mum, and the worst part is the weather. I cannot go outside because it's hailing.
My favourite thing about lockdown is spending time with my family, and my least favourite thing about lockdown is that I don't get to see my friends.
The best part today was when I built a cafe out of Lego. The worst part was that today there was no WebEx call.
The best thing about lockdown is that I have lots more free time. In the last lockdown, I developed a new skill, solving a Rubik's Cube while hula hooping. The worst thing is that we have to stay at home all the time. I can't see my friends or do any lessons like clarinet or swimming.
Solving a Rubik's Cube while hula hooping? Well, I know what I'm going to try to do this long weekend in my free time. I wonder where our Rubik's Cube is. Our second question for the kids of Melbourne was, what do you miss most about school? And there was one very consistent answer.
Well, I miss all my friends and playing with them. My friends, because they're really nice and they like playing with me. My friend Taya, she's like one of the best kids in the entire world. I think. Anyway, she's my friend and she goes to my school, so perfect match. Because you get to play with your friends outside and you don't when you're in a lockdown and you stay home. Because I don't get to see my friends.
What I miss most about school is definitely my friends, because they always made me laugh and put me in a great mood.
The thing I miss most about school is probably my friends. I think that if it wasn't for that, I'd be one of those people that really liked remote learning.
What I miss the most about school is seeing my friends and playing sports and my saxophone lessons.
My friend Jenny, because she's my literal ultimate best friend and my other best friends as well.
I miss playing soccer with my friends at lunchtime because it's really fun and I'm learning a lot more soccer skills and it's a good time to hang out with all of my friends.
I don't know about you, but I have the biggest smile on my face imagining that you're all back together again today. Teachers, don't take it personally. You were missed too.
The thing I miss most about school is PE because it is my favourite subject.
I definitely miss seeing my teachers in person. I feel sorry for them, especially the specialist teachers. They have to look at about 480 pieces of work in 1 week, and if I was them, I would feel really stressed.
I bet it was stressful for teachers juggling remote learning. I bet they're as happy to see you as you are to see them, maybe even more. Our next question was about the people you probably did see a lot of over lockdown, your family members. How were they coping?
My mum and dad are just sitting at their desks staring at computers.
Mum's found a way to cope by walking in the morning before she has to start work and everyone has breakfast, though my sister, father and I are still trying to find our groove.
I am a bit worried about relatives in San Francisco. In particular, I feel really sorry for my cousin because she learns half her subjects in French, but my aunt and uncle can't even speak French, which would make homeschooling really hard.
My mum and dad are watching movies. Some days they go to work. My mum also cooks really yummy food for us in the kitchen.
My parents are coping well, not that good because we don't get to go to school and learn that much because I'm only getting two lessons a day.
My family's coping pretty well with lockdown. My parents still have their jobs, which is good, and we still have everything we need, which is good. So there's not much to worry about with our family.
My mum and dad are okay with lockdown because they don't have to get up early and pack lunch. But I also think they would like some peace and quiet without my brother and I. My little brother can be annoying, but it's nice to spend time with him sometimes.
I think maybe my dad and my mum are cooking really well, but being in the same house, we're kind of getting a bit sick of each other. And my little sister, well, as usual, she is kind of annoying, but she's still doing really well and still breathes down my neck though, but that's okay.
My mum and dad are coping okay. They got their vaccines today. I haven't heard about my grandparents for a while, but I miss them. My sister won't stop moping around the house.
Okay, but particularly with Mum. She's a teacher, and her children are very rowdy this year. So I overhear her on a meeting going, "Turn your microphone off, stop typing in the chat, can you please turn your virtual backgrounds off?"
Someone in my year level in grade 5 got a case of coronavirus. So this means me and my family have to isolate at home, not even allowed to go outside to exercise or even get food. I think everyone's coping okay apart from the fact that we all have to isolate and no one can see their friends, but no one's like sad or anything. We're all good. We're just all missing our friends and we all want to go outside.
My parents are stressed out. My grandparents are going fine, and my sister is crazy.
My sister is doing okay too, but she is quite loud.
All these annoying sisters and brothers. I wonder if they think the same thing about you. No, not possible. Next up, we asked Squiz Kids in Melbourne what the one thing was that they thought we should do to get rid of coronavirus once and for all.
Well, we should all get vaccinated and each country should go each month, like Alaska, January, Brazil, February, something like that.
Make the vaccines faster, get people vaccinated faster, and make sure all the COVID vaccine places are 100%.
I think the one thing we should all do to beat COVID is to get vaccinated as soon as you're eligible.
People who, like older people and grown-ups, should get the COVID needle and they should stay home for a bit so it can kick in and start to work. What happens is they put a bit of coronavirus in to your body and then they get to know how to fight it. So, and then if you get it, they're like, oh, it's this again, we can fight this, and they go and fight it and beat it. So that's why I think we should get the COVID vaccine.
Stay home, get vaccinated, and just stay calm and cool, because if we all do that, it's just, we're going to get rid of it faster. And just don't be like those people who don't wear the mask. Just know that you need to do the right thing even if they're not.
Look up how small it is, find out where it is, and stamp on it.
Ooh, I think we'd all love to find coronavirus and give it a great big stomp. Great idea, Elspeth. And in the meantime, it sounds like kids are encouraging everyone to follow the rules, roll up their sleeves, and get a vaccine. Finally, while Melbourne was still in lockdown, we asked kids to close their eyes and imagine the one place they'd rather be instead of lockdown. Not surprisingly, with the weather being so atrocious in Melbourne this week, many of them chose a nice, warm place.
I think I would like to be in Smith Beach in Phillip Island, surfing, riding the waves with my surfboard in summer.
Instead of lockdown, I would love to be in Cairns.
My grandparents' house.
The one place I would rather be right now is on holiday in Malaysia with my family. I haven't seen my grandparents for 1.5 years.
Instead of being in lockdown, I would rather be at the beach in Rye, snorkeling with my sister.
If there was one place I would rather be, if there was no COVID, I would rather be in Britain, on my favourite steam engine, Tornado, which is an apple green engine made by British Railways.
I think I would rather be in space, in a spaceship with family and friends, with a lifetime supply of food, oxygen and water.
I would love to be in Perth if I was not in lockdown, because I have relatives there. It is nice and warm, and they do not have any restrictions.
I think I definitely want to be at my uncle's house, because they've got 2 new puppies called Cookie and Biscuit, and we've seen them on FaceTime calls, and they look so cute, and I really want to pat them.
Honestly, I would rather be anywhere than remote learning today at the moment, even the Battle of Hogwarts. But if I had to choose one place that actually existed, it would be school.
How great is it that Henry, our last contributor, is getting that wish fulfilled today? He's back at school. Actually, many of the amazing and articulate kids that submitted their audio to us this week said that the one place they'd most prefer to be was at school with their friends. Hooray! It's come true! As for the rest of you, let's hope that beach holidays and steam trains in Britain are in the not too distant future. And a million thanks to all of our contributors to today's episode from Melbourne. Francis, Elspeth, James, Pippa, William, George, Eloise, Georgie, Hamish, Lilla, Jake, Louis, Kate, Cassie, Henry, Isabella, Millie, Nicole, Navan, Sam, Stella, Vanchi, Karen, Isla, Ruman, Daisy, Beth, Lolly, and Billy. This is Amanda Bauer signing off. Now get out there, actually out there, and have a most excellent day. Over and out.
Squiz Kids is proudly supported by the Judith Neilson Institute for Journalism and Ideas.
Squiz Kids!
It's your daily news fix. Fun, free, fresh.